Alright fellas, welcome back to a miserable autumn day. It's, let me turn the fan off. It's absolutely thralloping it down. And I've come into the brewery today because we didn't have a full boil the last time I did like a bit of a test, especially for the hood. But what I'm going to do today is a boil off rate. I want to see how much of a boil off we get, and I'm going to tinker around with the automatic setting on the PRD to see if we can get the boil that we desire, and then I'm going to let it run for the hour and see what we've got left, so that I can put it into my profile on Beersmith. I'm going to have to make a new profile because the last one was with the keg set up and we had dead space to put into it on the mash tun, which we won't have this time, as well as the boil pot, etc. So I'm just doing that, and we've pretty much now, I know I keep saying this, we're pretty much now, but on the last video where it says we're pretty much there, all I've got to do is buy this and the other. Well, we are pretty much there now, and I'm going to start to order some grains so we can have a first brew day. Now, it has slowed up a little bit because I've got something in the pipeline, family related, you know, exterior to this channel, that's taking up quite a bit of time, and I'll let you know what that is in a few weeks time, I'm hoping. But it's exciting for us, for the family, but I don't want to say too much at the minute. So that has really took up quite a bit of my time and my wife's time, etc. But family comes first, obviously. But as you saw at the start of the video, we have received some stickers from Hot Rod Brewing from Norway, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen that I put up a post when I stuck them on the control panel, and he didn't just send me the stickers, he sent me something else. So before I show you what that is, the last thing I ordered from Brew UK is this. It's the attachment that goes on the inside of the mash tun. It's got two O-rings on it, so it pushes into the bulkhead, recirc bulkhead, and then tightens up with the nut which is attached, and then it just goes onto a barb, so you can get your hose on for the recirc, and that brings me on to what he sent me. Where are you? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up! So Thomas from Hot Rod, the Hot Rod Garage. Go and check him out, Hot Rod Garage. And Thomas contacted me on Instagram to say that he was upgrading his kit, he was going bigger, and would I like this, which is replaced. Let's have a look what he sent. Oh my goodness me! So this is the recirculation manifold for the mash tun, and he's gone bigger, and he said, do you want this to help you out? And I was like, oh my god, thank you very much. So not only did he send the stickers, but he sent the recirculation manifold which sits in the mash tun, which was the final piece to the puzzle, and that is why I had to head over to Brew UK to get the attachment, so we can get this attached to the bulkhead on the mash tun. Blown away actually. He's really helped me out, not just with this, but he actually sent a donation as well prior to this to help me out finishing off buying bits of stainless steel that we needed. I think that all went on the duplex filtration system, so he has helped out dramatically. He's a top guy, salt of the earth. It's possessed, this bloody tripod. It's possessed. God damn it. So yeah, now we have everything in place to start brewing, and I think the inner diameter is a 3/8 silicone hose, which I haven't got, but I have got stainless steel Jubilee clips which I can make it work with the hose that I've got. So, I dropped it. So that's it. That's what he sent. I'm really happy, and it means we can get everything working how it's supposed to work. Now the pot is steaming away, and I'm going to take the lid off because put the fan back on. Right, so we're actually at a boil there. So I need to just turn an element off. I need to calibrate then the inkbirds for definite, because that is a rampant boil. Can you see in there? Yeah. And at that sort of rampantness, the fan is taking most of it away, but there is a large amount which is there is some which is you're fogging up. So I'm going to turn this down, I'm hoping, to like 70% power on here. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. So yes, I think that's working. Okay, so can you see me? There we have the temperature which we are desiring, a boil, and then we've got 70% power pumping out, which is giving us a boil, but it's not horrendous like when we took the lid off. And now we've done that, there is less steam, and there is a tiny bit in the air. There's a tiny bit in the air, but I don't think it's anything much to worry about. Most of it is going up through the hood, but we may have to adjust things. Who knows? So I'm going to set the timer for 60 minutes and reset that, and then we'll see what we boil away. We'll see what we boil away in 60 minutes, but I think that is a decent boil. Could even notch that down a bit, but we'll leave it 70% output, and we'll see how we do with that. It seems a decent enough boil to me. That it's under control, which is the main thing. But we definitely need to alter the inkbirds. I need to look into how to set them up. I've not really looked at it, but we're at a boil now and it's saying 54 degrees, so I need to set them up properly. Yeah, I'm happy with the manual. I think the manual setting to this is what I was definitely missing last time, and just having that control, because I'd have been in, I mean, if that had been boiling like that. I've also turned an element off now, had both elements on to get me up to temp, up to a boil a bit quicker, and then I've just flicked an element off and just leaving the one element that is now pulsing at 70% power, and it's definitely boiling, but it's very controlled, and like I said, that the control is what I was missing on the last PIDs. It was just like on or off. So if we have any boilovers or potential boilover happening, I can knock the PIDs down on the manual setting and pulse like 60% power through them, instead of it just being like full on or completely off. I'm happy with that. Said I was going to try to sort out the inkbird, and well, had a bit of a play around, and the instructions have told me the right settings to alter things. So we're at a boil, 100 degrees Alright, well that's it fellas. A brew day is on the horizon and I can't wait. I really cannot. Massive thanks again to Thomas from Hop Rod Garage for sending over the last bits that we needed. You've helped me out no end, mate. Thank you. And a huge thanks to everyone over on the Patreon page, because as you know, you have helped dramatically for getting everything we need and keeping the project rolling a lot quicker than if I was tackling it on my own. So a massive thanks to you guys. So it's the first time that we've had the control panel running the boil pot at volume of what we would be brewing for the full hour and using the hood and the fan. I was really pleased with how the fan worked. It drips, yes, because it's flat. It looks like we've boiled off just about 2, maybe 3 litres. I'm going to let everything cool down and then we can measure it up properly. But I reckon about 2.5 litres we've boiled off. As always, don't forget to thumbs because draw it up. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, click it more, so that's coming next. Don't forget all. That's it. Until next time.